Hey everybody, it's Cameron, and today we're doing a throwback to the classics line. Today we're going to be looking at Transformers and Megatron. Here he is, and let's go ahead and look at him. He is obviously colored in purple, this whitish gray color, and some gold here and there, and and a little bit of black, and obviously one part of the wing is green. The reason for that is I actually had painted the other part because I don't like the green. I just don't. Pretty soon I'll get some red to paint the eyes red and more dolphin gray. Hey, if that doesn't work for you, I say get a black color for the wings, just because. I also painted the tip of his fusion cannon in gray, and the tip of Nerf gun mode is gray. Anyway, let's take a closer look. Now, both of his arms are differently molded. I mean, different. His is, they are both, different shapes. And it's mainly for this is the purpose for a fusion cannon, of course. I think my main gripe about the figure is that the fusion cannon can't detach, from tabbing in, or it's not a slide in. I think that would have been much better to do that, because the hand is actually this way, and the fusion cannon gets in the way of the wings, especially if you straighten it out, and his foot is flipped out, and that sometimes makes him really top heavy. More top heavy. Anyway, let's get to posability. Posability is pretty good. The wings do get in the way, of course, but it's okay. Actually, he's pretty stable time to time. Anyway, arms can move 360. Arms, arms can also move 90 degrees. Elbows, a little over 90 degrees. His fist cannot rotate. Swivel at the arm. Same thing with this arm. Now, the fusion does get in the way of this swivel, while this one moves all the way around. And, posability. It's kind of the same as this arm. The fusion cannon does get in the way for posability, but you can still get some good poses with the arms. Now, legs. They have some nice, soft ratchets. Now, legs can move pretty high, a little over 90 degrees. Same with the other. Toes do have possibility for transformation. Anyway, I do also have a problem with his legs. Before I get into that, head can go 360, since it's on a ball joint. He can look up a little bit. He can also look down. Let's straighten him up. One of my main gripes about this figure is actually the legs. As sometimes the legs do get a little too close together like this, and it ruins how he stands. I can only get him like this sometimes, but his legs, see, if the ratchets go way too far, a little too much. Now, like this, sometimes they move a little too closely, and it kind of ruins the posability. So, what I like to do, it kind of gets them out a little bit if I just stretch them a bit. Anyway, for size comparison, let's bring in a few recent figures and some old ones, starting with old figure. Here we have classics of Bumblebee. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's a great scale. Let's bring in Generations Red Alert. Just fiddle with him a bit. That's right. Okay. The Combiner Wars Cyclonus. They're actually head to head. They're actually about the same size. Bring them with Swindle. These are basically all just random size comparisons. I do not have a Classics Prime. I do plan to get one if I can find one for a nice, reasonable price. Because on eBay, these got the Classics Prime is about, I'll have to say, $60. I've been seeing it's also around 50 or 40. But I'm not gonna pay that much for something that should be $25. There's now, hold on a sec. I'm gonna go ahead and transform Shockwave and get him into a good pose. Okay, so let's go ahead, get him there. Shockwave just works, and Cyclonus just fell off the table. Anyway, Shockwave just works for Megatron. It just does. It's a gun holding a gun. And let's start with robot mode. Get him into vehicle mode. Gun mode. Alright, so what you want to do first, you want to untab the whole backpack, like so. After that, you want to detach this piece right here. First, you want to take the head down. Put the head down. Then you're gonna take this arm and detach it from the body. Flip out the hand. Flip up the panels here that will hold up the hand. Take the arms. Flip them in. Detach the fusion cannon on this arm, which is the right arm. And then, there we go. The right arm's fully transformed. Then take this. There. Now, what you want to do for the feet, just flip up the heel spurs. And then put back in the feet. Just do the same thing here. And then after that, you want to just bend the knees to the 90-degree angle. Now next, you want to take the whole body piece, detach it from the crotch, then you want to just put this, rotate the whole arm here, that way it's facing this way. rotate, and there you go. Now, what else you need to do? Just take the leg. Now, you can also bend it here, but I like to do it here for some reason. Now, what you want to do, you want to make clearance, and then take this arm, rotate it, swivel this arm around, then fold it up. Now this here is going to go into this hole here. There. Now we'll go ahead. And there we go. Now next up, you want to take the wing parts and then you're going to rotate the wings and you're going to switch them all together. Now make sure these are actually folded in. Now make sure these pegs go into the peg holes here. So what you're gonna do, get that in. And there we go, we got the whole can't Nerf gun mode. It's easy to hold and it does make a clicking sound. Now before I have painted the scope on the top, you were able to see through it. I thought that was a pretty cool feature. So, you know. Now, setting him up. Classics Megatron is a pretty good figure. Or is it a perfect figure? No, it is not. But I'd say add it to your collection. I think it's great. It does have its flaws. There is the green. But if you like this mold, and just get the Katara version, which I think is mainly silver and red. Then there's another version, which is recent, which is a 2-box set with the Classics Prime. Those two figures are about, together, I think around $6. They're both pretty good. And you get that red for the wings. I just don't like the green. I think that's my only flaw about this figure, is the green. Overall, I think this is a fun figure. Just gonna bring in these swindle here for no reason. Just want to. Anyway, get this guy. I love it. I love this figure and I like having him in my collection. I just hope I can get me a Classics Prime to put with this guy. Anyway, that's about it. See ya.